Well, we actually have somebody here that wants to talk to you
Cool.
about that. Yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm Tanner Adell, and this is The High Notes. Today, I'll be talking about my huge past year.
You've had just like a crazy last 12 months. Do you think there is a main catalyst?
I think what you don't see is all of the moments and the work that's put in before it seems like someone's just totally taking off. This is 20 years of work. It's the development of a real human being and a real person and finding my journey and becoming who I want to be in music. It's really interesting to think about my first kind of memories connecting with country music. I had a period of time where I didn't have my family with me. My little brother, Coleman is his name, when he was 8 years old, went into the hospital for a heart transplant, and I didn't see him or my family really for almost 4 months. My grandparents took me and my little sister. I grew up between California and Star Valley, Wyoming, and there's one radio station in Star Valley and all it plays is country music, and there's no service up there, so you're not like catching, any streaming or anything like that. It's only what's on the radio, and that was all country. So that's actually when I taught myself guitar. Just being really lonely and having a lot of time on my hands. That was when I was like 15 or so, but Cowboy Take Me Away, The Chicks, and Somebody Like You were like the first two songs on guitar that I kind of learned. I have crossed, I feel like, so many different spectrums of creative artistry in the last 3 years. I moved to Nashville in the summer of 2021, and that's really when I started going into a studio and kind of working with people there, writing songs with other people. Up until 3 years ago, I hadn't ever co-written anything. I just wrote stuff kind of for myself. I would use my phone to record vocals. I'd put it into Logic. I'd download beats from the internet and use that, or kind of create my own little things. I play piano, I play guitar. But now it's so seamless. It's different, but it's amazing. I get to work with people that I've dreamed of working with and writing with. And I'm creating kind of my studio family that feels like, like home, where I can feel comfortable and safe, get the best vocal performance, but also the best writing out of me. Buckle Bunny was the shift in where people started feeling like, oh, this is cool, like I want to get behind this. And since that, it's just been insane. My mom was a rodeo queen. She was not only in the rodeo, she didn't just do one event, she's an all-around champion. She had an extremely incredible horse. And I was going to the rodeo at, from the ages of 6 to 18, going like this. This is how I go to the rodeo. It's rhinestones, it's the hair, it's everything. That didn't always go over like super well. I think that was the first time I was really called a buckle bunny. It was when I was a teenager and I showed up looking so cute. But for me, it's just how I expressed my identity. A buckle bunny used to be traditionally known as a woman who would go to the rodeo and try to sleep with the winning cowboy. That's where you get the buckle. He has the biggest buckle. But the word is so cute, like buckle bunny is such a cute word, and I didn't want it to just go to waste, so I wrote a song about it and kind of made it more of an empowering, anthem for being confident and being willing to kind of forge your own path and walk in your own shoes. I want my music to help other people feel like they can come out of their shell. Maybe they've never worn a hat and boots before in their life, and maybe they don't feel fully comfortable doing it, but I hope my music does that for people. It makes you want to put on a hat, put on some boots, and be country for the night. I was in Los Angeles watching Beyoncé on September 2nd. And so I took this video and then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to stitch this with the video. I was just at the concert, now I'm on the album. In Buckle Bunny, I say, looking like Beyoncé with a lasso. That was genuinely a line that was written to mean looking like a Black woman in country music. So I think I low-key manifested it in that song.
I know that's a huge question, but what has representation meant to you?
I have a few friends who have done this before me. I talk to these people a lot. The girls in town, we are close. Mickey Guyton is like a big sister to me. Being a woman of color is one thing, and being a woman in country music, period, is another. We're strong, and we are starting to put up numbers, and it's gonna be very interesting to see how country music looks in about 2 or 3 years.
We heard from Rachel at CMA about the story that she talked to you at CMA Fest. Can you tell us about that story?
Yes. She's so cute. After you do stuff at CMA Fest, you have like so much press is what it's called. I'm walking out of one of the press rooms and someone goes, "You have to go talk to her. She like is a massive fan, and she works for CMA." And I was like, "Oh, very cool." And I walked over to her, and she went on to tell me that she had discovered me. She had always loved country music, and her dream job was to work at CMA. And she never felt like she fully belonged, or that she would be seen, or that she fit in. I was crying, I'm not gonna lie, because she's bawling at this point. She's just in tears, just thanking me, and I'm like, hug me, I don't know. As an artist, you want to inspire people, you want to touch people and help people through your music, but to see a job made, that's pretty incredible.
Well, we actually have somebody here that wants to talk to you about that. Yeah.
Oh my God, Rachel! What? Oh, you're wearing the bow! You're tricking me. Oh, how are you? Thanks for coming today.
Thanks, Tanner.
Just wanted to just get you guys together and kind of talk about like what that experience was like for you, Rachel.
I was in a weird place and I saw the CMA like job listing, and I remember just being like, I'll apply, but like nobody's gonna say anything to me as soon as they see who I am. And then Beyoncé announced that she was doing a country album, and I was like, the song Buckle Bunny, like she says like looking like Beyoncé with a lasso. I was like, did she? Like, how did she? And then when I heard it and I saw your name, I was like, how is this the weirdest connection? And so like, I mean, like that just kind of gave me the like, Tanner is coming out here. There's very few Black people in country. You know what? If I apply to CMA, whether they take me or not, like I'm doing it because like I have a place here. Just getting to meet Tanner at CMA Fest and like tell her, I don't know. It was just like perfect. And I've only been at CMA a couple of months, and it was like the first few weeks, I'm like, I'm meeting like Tanner Adell, and like I'm going backstage at Nissan Stadium. So yeah.
Well, it was a highlight for me meeting you too. This is my favorite part, is getting to meet people. Like that's you're the whole reason I'm doing this, you know? This is a great surprise. You did great. That sounds so conceited. Today I'll be talking about everything amazing that's ever happened to me.